in round 2. Jump finishing 3rd place in the tournament, getting beaten 3-0 by Tinppa. Not much more to say now. Final match about to begin.
Yep.
Grand final. Kahuna versus Gator.
Gator. Oh. Ooh, so cheeky Phyrexius switching to his Gator. He has played Gator and had success in tournaments with it before. I'm very interested to see how this goes. I think Phyrexius might be looking at that and saying, I'm not sure about the matchup of Kahuna versus Haruka, or he might just be like, hey, let's have some fun and play Gator right now. Tinppa does take the first points. It's 10-0. I'm quite fascinated to see how Kahuna plays out. Is this the first ever switcheroo or character matchup that we've seen Kahuna in? I would think yes. But from 19 to 10 now in favor of Phyrexius. What would you say would be kind of keys for Phy against a Kahuna and Tinppa against a Gator?
For Phy, he just needs to get the discs around Tinppa. Tinppa has no slide, Tinppa has no speed. And for Tinppa, making sure that Phyrexius can't slide to the discs. And just using the brute force to not allow Phyrexius to read his discs, in a sense.
As he throws a nice filth there for 10 points, 43-27. Tinppa now 1 disc away from taking the set. As he throws a pretty good bouncer and Phyrexius bounces it up at the wall. Tinppa's forced to slide also, and he back lobs to keep Phyrexius off the net. As he scores 13 points there, 40-43. As we approach a possible pseudo jam situation, now Tinppa can win. And now it is a pseudo jam. Whoever takes these points will win the set. As we see Tinppa still on juice on Kahuna, his juice throws are incredibly difficult to get to without sliding. As we see Phyrexius sliding for near every throw, probably every single throw. As we see him miss that disc down the line, one bouncer, 64-40. Tinppa takes set 1. Definitely what you said is definitely true. He is, except for when it gets to juice, then I kind of feel like it's okay for Phyrexius to be sliding around because he's not throwing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But otherwise, yeah, no, Tinppa needs to keep Phy not able to slide for his shots, using a lot of, because Kahuna, for being a very slow player and being a very fast throwing player, he has very good curve shots, as we're seeing here. Comparable with many of the other players in this game, many of the other characters, in ability to throw curve shots. We see Phy get 13 points there, 30-9 for Phyrexius, having a nice response set to Tinppa taking the first set. Now, how important do you think it is? How important how much do you think that things like response sets set up on momentum? Do they change much for the player who does who just wins the set and then all of a sudden gets kind of dominated, like we see here, 44-9 currently with both players on juice.
I think it makes you try. Yeah, I think it makes you try out a bit new things. You see, like, okay, this isn't working. I need to like adjust some things. Tinppa should definitely try to be more aggressive against Phyrexius, go up a little bit more when he sees the shots. But I also know that, like I said, both Jump and Tinppa's core philosophy in gameplay is that they don't want to use aggressive play and slides, and it seems like he's keeping that with Kahuna.
As we see Phyrexius going up 32-0, I definitely agree. I would like to see Tinppa playing more base in the mid court than in the back court. because that takes away cross shots from Phyrexius, where Tinppa can get them and punish him hard for it. Really forces Phyrexius into throwing straight shots and straight shots and filth shots, and more or less trying to keep, and that trying to force Kahuna to slide. As we see Phyrexius take game 1, taking this set 53-10. Two very dominant sets from Phyrexius in answer to Tinppa taking the closer first set.
Yeah. Phyrexius is doing a lot of things right against a Kahuna. He's but he's playing it around him, and he's doing those thin angles that you have to use to get it past the Kahuna. Like, he may be slow and have bad slides, but if you're not careful where you place your shots, you're feeding the strongest character in the game.
Yeah, definitely. And we see Tinppa definitely playing a little more forward than before, moving up more towards the mid-core when he's centering. I think that does play in with Kahuna's lack of speed. And then the way to, again, you see Phyrexius throwing down the line there when Kahuna starts playing more in the middle. We'll see Phyrexius most likely start throwing shots down this line that he's on, and maybe some short hops. But Phyrexius is just putting on a clinic with Gator. We see 39-7 Phyrexius beating or winning the set pretty handedly, just like he did the last two. Tinppa's definitely gonna have to do a lot of adjusting, as we see 53-7 Phyrexius takes set 1. And Tinppa does take the first 9 points as he plays that mid-court, gets the fill shot. I'd like to see a bit more of an urgent playstyle from Tinppa here, knowing that if he loses this, Phy's a 1 game away from taking the entire tournament. And Tinppa will have to completely reverse sweep Phyrexius to win. We see 17-9 in favor of Phyrexius. Another 8 points as he quick curves down the line, 25-9. Apologies. As we do see some points for Tinppa, 7 points for him, 25-16. And also make sure in the first sets of these games you are getting your votes in, and voicing who you guys would like to see win. And if you vote correctly, you will win 75 Jamolians on your PC account if you have it linked. And as always, it's always just fun to vote in general, regardless of if you have the account for it or not. And Phyrexius takes this set with the exact 50-16.
Yep.
Yeah. Phyrexius now just 1 game away from completing the tournament. As you see them sticking to their characters. I'm a bit surprised. I wouldn't have been surprised if Tinppa switched off characters and just decided to go into even just go back to Haruka, but definitely wants to stick through with Kahuna and see and test things out and see how he plays.
Yeah, I really like it. He played Haruka through the whole tournament, and but I know that he wanted to play Kahuna in the finals, no matter what. So
yeah, that's really cool. I remember back in regionals when Haruka was never played, and she seemed to be like, oh, you just want to throw her out there just to throw her out there to get some exposure. Back when Tinppa was playing McKenna all the time, him and Index did a Haruka matchup in the finals of the EUPC tournament, singles tournament. And I thought that was really neat. As we see Phyrexius up 25-17, now 35-17 with that fill shot. Tinppa stands a little bit past the scoring line, and this goes through. You see down the line battles for both players. as trying to get the other two slide around, and we see Kahuna having the juice now. Very, as we all know, very dangerous with the field. That nice knuckleball shot. 35-34. He scores. Tinppa definitely putting up a better fight here, and I would. Phyrexius does get 11 points there, 46-34. Backlot from Tinppa, fill shot from Phy. Phy on juice now. Tinppa sliding is no longer on any perfects, and he does take that set 60-34. Phyrexius is now just one set away from taking the grand finals in 3-0 fashion against Tinppa and claiming the PS4 PC tournament and being the winner of both yesterday's tournament and today's tournament, which would be quite a feat.
Oh yeah.
With such a stacked field in the last, stacked field in this tournament and yesterday's tournament, maybe not being so much filled up with players, but with some great talent in there nonetheless.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Phy showing that he is currently the most dominant player in this gym at this point. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be interesting to see how things play out in the next weeks of tournaments and on ladder. See how it shapes out. 42-0 in favor of Phyrexius now, as he's looking to close out and take the tournament. And Tinppa looking to stay alive and get some points. He's going to need to play again almost near flawlessly on Kahuna to take the set here and to continue on in the tournament. I would love to see more Kahuna played in tournaments. Unfortunately, just the way that his slide is just not that optimal. And we already have the hard. We also have Stanton, who throws very hard as well. As we see Tinppa just throwing a lot of. I think we're gonna see it in no trail battle between the two of them. Who can throw the better no trail and force the other person to miss? A lot of this, as someone who has played a few of these, it's a lot about if you can throw wall rides from the center line. You see Phyrexius throwing the wall ride there. Tinppa responding with the wall ride of his own, and as we go up forward, I think with Kahuna throwing harder, it might go down to Kahuna doing it. There it is! 25 points to Tinppa. 49-36. As they now go back to throwing perfects. And now we get a quick curve battle. So you're gonna get a little bit of fun play between the two of these guys. And this is all in good competition. This is great. Now we have switching back to no trails. We never know what's coming next. Whether we're going to start seeing a lob, we might just start seeing a lob match. We don't actually know. Now whoever wins this thing is Tinppa does take the set for 68-49. That was very, very fun and friendly between the two of them. Tinppa seems to want to give Phy the set here. Kind of just understanding that regardless of the last set of him winning the last set, that Phy has defeated him. Very good sportsmanship between the two of these guys. I really do kind of appreciate seeing this.
Yes, it's fun. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
We see the GGs come out from both players. Yeah. Just a couple more throws until Phy wins.
Tinppa wanted to have a bit of fun.
Yep, definitely. Yeah.
No, I appreciate it.
This game is fun. This game is supposed to be fun. We see this. Whatever, you know. Tinppa calling out Park Man in the chat. I love it.
Alright, that was it. The Grand Tournament, PS4, PC. Well played. Incredibly fun. Incredibly fun to see a Kahuna in the final.
Definitely fun to see Kahuna in the finals. I loved it.
Yeah.
I hope